Bonjour, bonsoir, buenos dias, buenas noches. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to go ahead and do our review on Baddies East. Definitely make sure if you have not yet done so that you subscribe to my channel. And thank you all so much for hitting the like button and sharing. I definitely see it happening in the analytics, and it definitely means a lot to me because it shows that you guys are interested in these videos, that, you know, it takes time, effort, and it takes my dedication to be able to bring these videos to you guys. So that definitely motivates me to want to continue and do more and see what shows on there. Oh, before I do this review, let me tell you guys, I'll probably say this in a few videos, but I saw the Housewives of Potomac last week. I saw Candace and Dr. Zen Dr. Wendy. They were at a show that I went to, which was the Sherry Shepherd show here in New York. So it was pretty cool. It was nice to see them up close and personal. Fortunately, didn't get to take any pictures because we have to turn our phones off to make sure that our alarms and stuff don't go off. So yeah, that part kind of sucked. But I mean, it is what it is. So that was that. Pretty cool. And I have some more shows lined up coming up in the month of December. So you may see me on one of your favorite shows. I was also on the Tamron Hall show recently. And that was pretty cool as well. That was actually a nice experience. They definitely have different dynamics. But let's talk about Baddies East. And speaking of New York and these shows that I went to in New York City, here we go, talking about New York right here. So they all in New York now. And Suki's friend Sapphire, she ends up, she went after Smiley or whatever. From what they were saying, it wasn't like a fight. Like it wasn't like get crazy like a Latifah. I hate calling her that because I'll be messing up her name. Latifah and let's say somebody else fighting like a Sky fight. Like it wasn't a real fight or whatever. It was just, they was like, yo, they was kind of like they was hugging or whatever. So I mean, it is what it is. I guess she had Sapphire's hair. She was pulling on it. And here comes Suki, like, pretty much jumping into the fight. And I'm like, yo, wasn't this the same person who says, like, we don't do stuff like that? We don't jump people. We don't bully. We don't do none of that. But then in the same breath, the same show, she's talking about that's my friend and I'm jumping in because if she fights, I fight. And I'm like, wait, that's not what you said like 2 episodes ago. Like, you really contradicting yourself. When people contradict themselves like that, you don't know what to believe. That's what you gotta watch out for, because they say one thing and their actions do a whole nother thing, you know? So after that, after it was all done or whatever, Scarface, she says that she needs to talk to Latifah, and she pretty much let her know that she hurt her feelings because she was making fun of her, talking about her sister or whatever. So at first, Latifah was about to get crazy. Like, I can't even lie. Like, she put down her bag. Like, she gave it to somebody. She was like, yo, hold my bag. I was like, oh, there's going to be a real fight for real. Because I know both of them, they about to get it in. But we already know that this chick is a fighter, and we know that Latifah's a fighter for real. And so I'm like, all right, let's see how this gonna go. But luckily, Sky kind of like reasoned with her while she was starting to get upset, and it kind of simmered her down. I think it was Sky and somebody else had said something. Oh, I believe it was Sapphire. It was Suki. So Suki and Sky, they kind of told her like, yo, she just wants to hear you say you're sorry. Because she was like, yo, like, are you going to say you're sorry? And she like, wait, hold up. Like, I just told you the reason why I did it was because my sister, But then once they said that, I guess it kind of clicked with her. And she actually, like, they was able to hug it out. So it was nice to see that. Like that people's able to mend their differences or whatever. For me, it is hard for me to let something go if you disrespect me to the max. Like, I might, like, let you slide a little bit. But then if you do it again, especially, you dead to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a wrap. Like, those ain't nothing to me for the rest of the time that we here. For real. So yeah, I could definitely hold a grudge. Like, and I'm one of those people, like, I need to get my lick back. Like, I don't get my lick back, like, you better sleep with one eye open for the rest of your life. Like, unless you apologize to me, then it's like, oh, I have to chill. Like, now I gotta let it go. You know, I remember something like that happened to me before. I had to let it go because the person came and was all genuine and nice to me. I'm like, dang, like, I really wanted to get you, but I mean, it is what it is. That's that crazy New York shit. But so Hi, My Name is T, she came through with DJ Sky, and you know, they was able to also have, well, they seen that everybody was like on their kumbaya stuff or whatever, like, so they trying to figure out what's going on. Anya said that, you know, she had problems with DJ Sky. They kind of talked it out a little bit or whatever. And DJ Sky pretty much didn't want to fight. She's like, I'm just a DJ. I'm like, damn. Like, she just throwing in the white flag. She don't want to fight. She don't want no smoke. She don't want none of that. So, you know, she pretty much apologized to her. And even T and Hi, My Name is T and E.T. or Scarface, I don't know what she want to be called. Let's call her E.T. Let's phone home. So E.T., you know, they hug it out as well. So everybody was just getting like, it was just nice. Like, everybody was just really like, just chill mode. So even though everyone was good, spoke too soon, because Scotland and Anya start having some beef. Because I guess they said, does anyone else need to talk or whatever? Here goes Scotland, you know, bringing up the situation. So then they start arguing again. They end up going in the kitchen to continue their arguing. And everybody's just over it at this point. Because it's like, honestly, it's like no real point. Like, they don't even know what they mad at anymore. It's like, yo, just let it go, because it's literally dumb right now. Like, even Anya said that in the confessional, like, at this point, it's not even any point to be arguing. So it's like, why y'all doing it? So meanwhile, while that's going on, Sapphire says the same thing, like, does anyone else, you know, need to have any beef or anything? You need to talk it out or whatever. Here comes Biggie talking about she feels like she needs to talk to Rolly. I'm like, oh my God, poke the beast. Here we go. So Rolly's like, at the end of the day, like, she's mad because she told her to stop talking about Stunner Girl all the time and just to go get her lick back and shut up. And she got mad at her. And she's like, yo, like, at the end of the day, you was on my, you know, you was on my shit talking about, oh, I need to be around you and I need to do this. Like, you was doing the most. And she's like, yo. And then she's acting like she ain't never do that. She's like, yo, this is why I can't fuck with you, because at the end of the day, like, you're not real. You don't say what's really true. I feel like both of them be lying sometimes, because Rolly dead be lying. Like, I feel like she's honest 90% of the time, if that much. Like, most of the time I feel like she's authentic and she says how she feels, but there have been a few instances where I feel like she kind of like, she was on the little bit of a crooked path. Like, I'm like, I don't know. That's not what I heard. I mean, maybe she genuinely forgot what she said when she did those types of things, but who knows, right? So, what else happened? So Sapphire, like, after that happened, the two of them, they was going back and forth now. So this was another fight where it was like, okay, like, everybody's over it. What are y'all even fighting for at the end of the day? And it was funny that, you know, Biggie, she ends up saying like, oh, you're just mad because you're not the prettiest big girl on the show anymore. I'm like, what? Now we doing Battle of the Fat Girls. It's funny because I remember I made a joke like that in the beginning when Biggie first auditioned. I was like, yo, Rolly about to be tight because there's another big girl about to be on the show who's dark skinned as well, you know, who's a black girl. Even though she's Dominican, she black at the end of the day by complexion, I mean. So I was like, I made that joke, and now it's actually coming to light. At first, it seemed like everything was all good with them, but now it's crazy. And then she said something about like, oh, you mad because you was just a replacement. Once she said that, I feel like that really got to her because she was arguing off the wall, like just talking non-stop after that. She said that Natalie is like messed up because Natalie, you know, just only did that to her because she's cool with Rolly. And I'm like, dang, you butthurt for real. Then she was talking about the private jet. It was just like too much. Like everybody's just like, it was over it at that point. So Biggie then started coming for Sky, saying that, you know, well, I don't even know why. I think Sky might have told her to calm down or something like that. But then she wanted to get loud with her, and she did a good job. Like, I'm proud of Sky. Compared to how she was in Black Ink, I feel like she has grown tremendously as a human being and as a person. You know, maybe it's because she in love now. I don't know what it is, but she trying to really keep her composure and just stay chill. Like, I seen her getting upset. I seen that heat coming. Like, that's how I feel whenever I get mad. Like, I feel like it's a heat. And once it gets right here, it's like, we don't know what's happening. Like, it's just, whatever happens, happens, bro. So, I feel like I seen the heat, but, like, she was able to keep her composure, so... yeah, that was pretty good because she even put her bag down. Like, everybody's like, this is not the person that you want to really be doing this with. Like, you need to go sit down in the corner somewhere and cool off. So then, you know, after that little situation chilled out, then E.T. started coming for her in her face. Like, yo, you need to chill. It's over. Like, just shut up. She's like, yo, you making mad noise. I'm getting a headache. Just stop. And then they going back and forth. Little E.T. literally pushed this girl in her seat. And the girl stayed sitting. I'm like, yo, you was doing so good. Like, because at first, I'm like, yo, she really standing up for herself. Like, this season, not to say that she didn't last season. Because, you know, she did come for Sunny Girl many times. But I just felt like she was really, like, talking back and making sure, like, nobody was sunning her. Nobody was, like, keeping her quiet or anything like that. But, like, with E.T., I feel like that girl pushed her on the chair and she just sat there like she was in timeout. I mean, she was still talking, but I just feel like she didn't have that same energy that she gave when she first came in trying to come for Rolly, you know? Or when she was, well, she didn't really argue like that with Anya, but you know what I'm saying. So, now Smiley, moving on from that situation, because that situation ended up getting squashed. Because Rolly ended up taking her out or whatever. I hope I wasn't messing up the names because I'm Biggie and Rolly. These Rollies and Biggies, man, when I look back at this, or y'all tell me if I messed up, but y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? We was talking about Rolly. we was talking about Biggie before, and then now we talk about Rolly. So Rolly ended up taking out E.T. and just kind of like, come on, let's go, you know. So that kind of like squashed the situation because yeah, she was ready to put her mouth to make her shut up because she's like, yo, I'm getting a headache. You keep on saying the same thing over and over again. And then, you know, she got that voice like, yo, that thick, that strong voice. She got that bass in her voice for real. Now Smiley, she was mad that she didn't get her chain back. You know, when she asked what happened to it, Mariah Lynn ends up saying that she gave it to her sister. So that's a whole nother situation because she's like, yo, I felt like when I gave the chain back that I would have got mine back. Simple. Nah, ho, it ain't that simple. You held this girl's chain down. Excuse me. You held this girl's chain down for 3 months. Then you lied to her and say that you turned it into something for your son. Like, so pretty much saying like, it's garbage, it's done. Like, you ain't getting it back. Now you want to try to get your stuff back because you gave it back after you was bullied into giving it back? Like, girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, you only gave it back because she now had yours. So now you felt like, okay, if I give up this little olive branch, I can get my shit back. Nah, it don't work like that. So, yeah, she just kind of was like, yeah, you won't have to see my sister for it because my sister has it now. Bye. So now they all go into a meet and greet and then a party at this place called, what was it? Acapulco. I ain't never heard of this. It was probably one of the newer clubs because I used to be heavy in the club scene 10 years ago. Now, not so much. I just don't want to be around so many people, so much energies and stuff like that. It's not the same for me. But, you know, that they said that it's one of the biggest clubs or whatever out here in New York now. So Smiley, all the girls, they dressed up ready for this meet and greet. They go in 2 buses. In Smiley's bus, yo, this girl had on like streetwear. She had on, I wouldn't even say streetwear, because streetwear, depending on what you wear, and you could pull it off. This girl had on gym wear. That's what I should say, athletic wear. Okay, she looked like she was ready to go work out, which she wasn't about to do. That's because she was on that timing. She knew that she was about to go off, because Mariah Lynn already gave her the heads up, like, yo, you're gonna have to see my sister, and this is our city. So she already know, like, somehow, somewhere, something's gonna happen. So she's like, I bet I'm ready for it, whatever's gonna happen. But she tried to be slick about it and be on some, oh, I didn't know that everybody was getting ready. Like, dude, everybody was talking about it from earlier in the day. Like, how you want to say you didn't know that so everybody's getting ready and you just sitting down in the bus waiting? Like, come on, girl. Like, you talking to people like they stupid. Everybody, a lot of them already knew. Like, even Anya called her out, like, yo, you look like you're ready to fight. And she just like, no, like, I didn't know that I was supposed to get ready. Girl, just, if you want to say something, stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, just be like, yo, I had to be ready for whatever. You know? But instead of doing that, she just want to be like, oh, I didn't even realize. Like, dang. Girl. Girl. The lies you tell. So, you know, they go to the first event, the pop-up blunt thing that they had. It was real good. It was a lot of people outside. You know, she looked like she was math focused, looking around, on alert, you know, just making sure she see what was going on around her. So, yo, the New Yorkers out there was crazy for real. Like, they was on top of cars. They was shutting down the streets, like, crowded. I'm like, damn, they got some real fans out here for real. Like, Ratchet don't play, okay? They come out strong. So I was definitely giving obsessed for the baddies for real out here in New York. So the first event, like I said, it was good, but then they went to Acapulco, whatever the hell it's called. That was the next spot, and that's when shit started getting weird. Natalie, she was high, she was saying all kind of weird shit on the mic, and then Mariah Lynn, her sister, ends up pulling up, and then she spots this chick, Smiley, tries to run up on her. But it looked like they did make contact, but the security was kind of like, you know, because Mariah Lynn's sister ain't part of the cast, so it's like, you're not even supposed to get that close. They don't know I mean, they probably know who she is, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're talking about fantasy world, they're not supposed to know who she is. Like, you could just be a danger to these people, so they going to stop you. But it looks like they did make some contact. It looked like Smiley. And the thing about Smiley that I noticed is that it's kind of like what Sapphire has said. When it's somebody that's like her size, or that can actually take her, or that can actually fight, she's kind of a little more timid, a little more shy, a little more reserved, and not really wanting to fight. But once she see that somebody she could probably take, because both of these girls are petite females. They thin, they're frail. Well, let me not say frail, but they're small, you know, compared to her. Like, she's like Godzilla and they like Mighty Mouse or something like that. I don't know where I come up with this shit. It just pops out of my head, Mighty Mouse. Like, who's Mighty Mouse? But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all understand the comparison. Like, what is real big and what is real small. So, and both of them, they look like they're about the same size. So, you know, I seen Mariah Lynn, she kind of was putting a little bit of hands, you know. Looked like they was tag teaming, double teaming. But yeah, that was pretty much the end of the episode. I was like, dang, this is crazy. Here we go again, fighting in the club now. But let me know what y'all thought about that episode down below. I will see you guys on the next one.